I'm going to tell you why there's such a struggle right now for the single mother. One, society does not support single motherhood. There used to be this thing like, oh, you're a single mother, let us help you. Nobody cares anymore. But the biggest thing that people don't talk about is fewer and fewer men are willing to be stepdads. One of the biggest family secrets has always been that oldest child does not belong to him. That oldest child does not belong to him. Everybody knows it but the oldest child. And there are fewer and fewer men that are willing to sign up for it. And I do believe it's because of child support laws. And it just takes a lot of money. So please understand that if you become a single mother, you're probably going to most likely raise that child by yourself for the rest of your life. And the men who create single mothers, they hate their single mother mom. So they really don't give a damn about you. They low-key hate her ass. So they're going to hate you too. The moment you look like, act like, and start talking like her. I keep posting these videos because I hope that I save at least one young lady. Do not have a baby with a man until you have been married to him for at least 2 years. At least 2 years. Because once you become a baby mama, you will probably most likely die a baby mama in today's society. These men are not for it anymore. They're not. They're not.
Black women are crashing out on the internet again. Now they're crashing out because they're like crashing out, crying on the internet, because now they're saying that the United States government is not set up to support single moms. So they are saying, black women are saying, and maybe some other women, and not all black women are saying, that crying, saying that the United States government is not set up to help single moms. It's not set up that way. So let's roll it back to like the 60s. Remember when the United States government was actually rewarding certain demographics of people to keep men out of their house? Remember? You know what I'm talking about. Y'all were getting food stamps, Medicaid, housing vouchers, and the only stipulation for eligibility was you couldn't be married and there couldn't be a black man or a man living in your house. You had to be single. And you guys were down for it. And I know this for a fact because my mom had a friend who was on welfare. The more children you had, the bigger your welfare check. You guys were good with that. You were just pumping out babies and on the government's tit. But now, because Trump is putting a kibosh on the eligibility requirements, you guys are crying, saying that the United States is not built to support single moms. When was being a single mom a thing? And now that the government's not coming to rescue you, now it's a problem. You shouldn't be a single mom anyway. Now, there are a lot of women, hear me before you go in the comments, that are single moms for several different reasons. My mother was a single mom. People get divorced. Shit happens all the time. People need assistance, government assistance, every once in a while. Maybe, maybe not. But the goal is, can you help me? And then you work to not have to be reliant. Black women, specifically the ones crying, not all, you guys just thought that the free train was just going to keep on riding down the track. All at the same time calling black men specifically toxic masculinity. All you guys, the women, aggressive, acting like men. The men are, at fundraisers in red dresses. You guys are like supporting them. Black men don't want to have nothing to do with black women anymore. You guys are mad about that. But now, because your EBT has been cut off or cut in half, and you have to have a work eligibility to even qualify, you have to have a work eligibility to get Medicaid unless you're a senior or disabled, now it's a problem. But it wasn't a problem a couple weeks ago when y'all were getting free bundles at the hair beauty care place opening up. And on top of that, the other part of that crash out is, there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of black women getting laid off from corporate America. Newsflash, there are hundreds and thousands of people being laid off, not just black women. But you guys were like parading around because black women are the most educated of all groups. Black women have the most degrees. Black women who have the most degrees are the ones crying on the internet because their EBT got cut off. So now it's an issue. Now it's a problem. problem because the United States government, allegedly, per some of y'all, is not built to support a single mom. When the hell did being a single mom become a flex? Because women who are single moms because of a divorce or they lost a spouse. There are reasons why that happens. But you guys are just smashing and making babies, have 5 different baby daddies. Your hair is done with the weaves and the bundles. Your lashes are done. You're on the internet bragging about it. You're showing your EBT food hauls. But now all that's going away because the government has cut you off their tit. And now it's a problem. Why wasn't it a problem when they were telling you, as long as there's not a man in your house, we'll give you shit? You didn't think that there was something wrong with that? You had no aspirations to be a family, a wife to a husband and have a family and try to make it work aside from situations that happen? That was not your goal. You just wanted free money. The free money train is over. And now you guys are crying on the internet. And then there's still some of that people going live asking for money. If I have 13,000 followers, if all of y'all send me $1, I can blah, blah, blah. Get out of here. Because there are people who are working, taxpayers, who are struggling. Did y'all see the woman? She wasn't a black woman. Talking about that food haul. She bought like 30 frozen pizzas. There was not one single thing in her EBT food haul that was healthy. You guys have your kids running through Walmart, grabbing shit because you don't got to pay for it. But now, and this is not all black women. So before you come in my comments, focus. Now crying, saying that the government, the United States of America, is not set up to help single moms. Let me know down in the comments, who in the comments thinks that being a single mom by choice because you got 5 different baby daddies and none of them would marry you was a flex to begin with? Let me know. And I'm not talking about the women who needed help, who need help. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The ones that are going to be nasty in the comments, y'all.